For most of its short but colorful history, the computer industry has been dominated by the Windows operating system. But that could soon change, as Windows faces a strong challenge from Linux.
Known as an open letter to hobbyists, Bill Gates writes, "To me, the most critical thing in the hobby market right now is the lack of good software courses, books, and software itself. Without good software and an owner who understands programming, a hobby computer is wasted. Will quality software be written for the hobby market? You must be aware, most of you steal your software. Hardware must be paid for, but software is something to share. Who cares if the people who worked on it get paid? Or to do professional work for nothing? What hobbyist can put 3-man years into programming, finding all bugs, documenting his product, and distribute it for free?"
What is Linux's relationship to the GNU project?
Well, there's relationships to GNU on kind of multiple levels. One is just the philosophical level of thinking that making your source open is a good idea.
So what about people that say that if you have rampant piracy, it will eliminate the profit motive and the creative works software will not?
Well, they're wrong on both counts. For one thing, people are making a profit from developing free software, but for another, the freedom to have a community is more important. You know, when I was a kid and I went to school, the teachers were trying to teach us to share. They said if you bring some candy, you can't eat it all yourself, you've got to share it with the other kids. But now the administration says teachers should be teaching kids to say yes to licensing. If you bring some software to school, oh no, don't share it. Sharing means you're a pirate. Sharing means you'll be put in jail. That's not the way society should work. We need the goodwill, the willingness to help other people, at least when it's not too hard, because that's the basis of society. That's the fundamental resource that gives us a society instead of a dog-eat-dog jungle.
Casually look at open source free software and think, well, because you're supposed to share and do it for people's goodwill, does that seem somewhat communist? What's your response?
Absolute nonsense. It makes me really angry when people do that.
Well, back in 1989, actually, communism would have been a compliment. The word that people were using at that time was crazy.
El software libre no es un asunto técnico, es un asunto ético del sistema social, del uso y de la distribución de un programa. Y así tenemos una forma de democracia. Un programa libre se desarrolla democráticamente bajo el control de los usuarios, mientras un programa privativo desarrolla bajo la dictadura de su desarrollador e impone el poder del desarrollador a los usuarios. Es un sistema social injusto.
Durante unos años estaba pensando en los cambios que se ocurrían en mi campo, y el cambio desde trabajar en cooperación libre hasta ser prisionero de su software. No ser permitido de cooperar con los demás. Y mi conclusión después de unos años era que el software privativo, el software normal ofrecido al público bajo condiciones muy limitadas, no es ético.
No es ético.
Que el software debe ser libre, y para liberar a los usuarios de computadoras, mi plan era escribir un sistema operativo. Por eso tenía un plan de cambiar el mundo político de las computadoras, escribiendo software, escribiendo reemplazo libre para los sistemas operativos privativos.
I think you should see this. It's just a kid.
This is a G chord.
He's learning, absorbing. He's getting smarter every day.
Homo habilis was the first to use tools.
A player who makes the team great is more valuable than a great player. Losing yourself in the group for the good of the group, that's teamwork.